Welcome to Rhetoric as Narrative. According to Aristotle, rhetoric is the facility of discovering or inventing the available means of persuasion in a given situation. What is narrative? Narrative is the tale of how we as individuals came to be in the present moment. Our narratives are comprised of the events and circumstances that made us into the person we are today. Even students have narratives. As Jim Corder states, none of us lives without a history. Each of us is a narrative. Mucklebauer states that even images, sounds, and physical structures have the ability to be rhetorical. He states a speed bump is merely a mass of concrete, but this does not lessen its persuasive capacity. Therefore, these objects are crucial components of rhetoric. Mucklebauer argues that non-linguistic, unintentional, and non-human variables are just as involved in rhetoric as humans. Thus, he suggests the natural instances of rhetoric in our world. He defines heliotropism as a movement of plants toward the sun. Mucklebauer states, "I am not interested in rendering culture indistinguishable from nature, but simply in interrupting the desire to treat them as fundamentally different kinds of things." He's not claiming that everything is rhetoric, rather everything is rhetorical. George Kennedy argues that since insect and bird activity is vital to disseminating pollen and to the survival of the plant species, by coloration and sweetness, even plants can be said to practice a rudimentary form of rhetoric. What about the narratives of the books you read? Contrary to unconscious persuasive plants, listening is a conscious act that we must perform in order to effectively understand opposing or conflicting narratives. For example, in a book like Mary's Monster, readers are urged to listen empathetically to the emotional roller coaster that is Mary Shelley's narrative. However, if your personal narrative feels very distant from Shelley's chaotic, tragedy-ridden life, you may find yourself misunderstanding her complicated narrative, unconsciously making unfair judgments or assumptions. But Lisbeth Lapari believes misunderstanding is crucial to the process of communication and eventual understanding. It reminds us that we all arrive at a given situation with our narratives, our own beliefs and conceptions of the world. It inspires us to listen more closely to others and to question our own narratives in the process. To effectively listen to strange strangers, Marilyn Cooper suggests we must first believe there is someone or something to listen to, let beings and things be in themselves, and find new ways of listening that allow the stranger to become interesting. How would you listen to the narrative of the car driving past you, or the road you're driving on? So how can we open our minds to listening deeply to unfamiliar foreign narratives in a way that is loving, empathetic, and accepting? Maybe we can start by picking up a book that we would normally shy away from, or starting a conversation with someone who sits next to you on the bus every day, but you've never introduced yourself.